Just how many homeless people are there in Greater Austin? Today, some 150 volunteers fanned out across Travis County to find out. The numbers are used to allocate federal funding and ultimately to help end homelessness. Jacqueline Inglese has a story live. And Jackie, how accurate are these accounts?
David, these counts are actually very subjective, and that's because all volunteers actually undergo a training course to teach them how to identify homeless people and to help them learn techniques to initiate a conversation to find out that information that they need. But while the volunteers, their canvas area includes shelters like this one, they'll actually be going into this men's homeless shelter later on this evening. These volunteers are actually not going to make it out to rural parts of Travis County where a lot of homeless people are believed to live. Now, these 60 teams are made up of 3 volunteers, and they've divided up sections of Austin and will survey homeless people about their needs and try to find out how they ended up on the street. Those volunteers will be out until 9 o'clock tonight. Now, these annual counts are very important because it'll actually end up determining how much federal funding will be available to help more of these individuals hopefully get off the streets.
We have to do a count, and we have to turn in the numbers. If they're up or down a little bit, we can explain what our day and night looked like, but we have to do it to get the HUD funding.
Now, what's helping with the count today, David, is the good weather. Howard says that since the sun is shining, we're seeing temperatures in the mid-70s. Volunteers are more likely to run into homeless people on the streets, and that'll lead to actually a more accurate count. But now, David, the safety of volunteers is obviously a priority, especially come nightfall. So we're not going to see any volunteers out here alone. They have to travel in groups of 3. So groups of 3 to 5, a minimum of 3. But these volunteers, David, are also doing something new this year. They're actually wearing jingle bells somewhere on their body. I saw one girl who had one as a ring, another person with their waistband. What they're hoping is if they're going to get near someone who they think could possibly be homeless, that person will hear those bells go off, and it'll actually announce their presence to them. For now, we are live in downtown Austin. Jacqueline Inglese, KXAN News.